Welcome to the Observant Lineman. I am your Observant Lineman, Uche Nwaneri. And the Ramsey saga continues. But is this a big nothing burger? It says here that Ramsey, in latest turn, leaves for birth of child. Jalen Ramsey has left the Jaguars because of the impending birth of his second child, and the team has no idea when he will return. This is something that happens in the NFL. This is something that happens in business in general, in everyday work life. People, when they are expecting the birth of a child, generally don't go into work that day. So, not sure why this is particularly newsworthy, other than the fact that Ramsey has requested to be traded from the Jaguars, and right now he is at an impasse with the team. But we'll continue on with the article. That news, which the team announced Wednesday night, is just the latest strange turn in Ramsey's impasse with the franchise, and it might very well mean that Ramsey has played his last game for the Jaguars. Months ago in the offseason, Jalen notified me that he was expecting the birth of his second child in late September. Coach Marone said in a statement, "We spoke about this recently and again today after practice and decided that it was best for Jalen to fly to Nashville tonight after meetings to be with his family during the birth of their daughter. He will return to the team when he's ready, and we will provide an update at that time." Now, this is not something that's totally unusual. I mean, they don't really give you a time period in which you need to return to the team. Now, obviously, if he's planning on playing, he will be back in town. But it's really not, I don't think this is an issue that should be really looked at any more than what it is at face value. The guy's having a kid. This is a time for him and his family, and they should be able to enjoy that time, and he should be able to get to know his new child from the very first moments after birth without people jumping on his back, without people talking about, oh, is this another, they're calling this a strange turn, but it's not a strange turn. This is what happens when you have kids. I know of plenty of players who have, not been at the team facility or not been in meetings the night before a game because of the birth of a child, and they show up the next morning, or in a few scenarios, they weren't able to make it to the game because of the birth of a child, so they actually did not play. So it's not something that we should be looking at and trying to make it out for anything more than it really is. And I don't know why this is really noteworthy. If it were not for the fact that he asked for a trade, this would not be something that we would even really be hearing about. But Ramsey's agent, David Mulugeta, tweeted that he appreciated the Jaguars letting Ramsey leave, thanking Marone in writing. Jalen wouldn't miss this moment for anything. Wednesday night's news could mean Ramsey, 24, has played his final game with the franchise that drafted him 5th overall in 2016. The Jaguars owner Shad Khan does not want to grant Ramsey's trade request, according to league sources. Now, I'll just say this because I actually know Shad Khan and I understand his personality. The guy is, I know he's not the problem. I know Ramsey doesn't have a problem with Shad Khan. Shad Khan is probably one of the coolest, one of the most player-friendly owners, if not the most player-friendly owner that you're going to come across in the NFL. But he does want his team to perform. He does want his team to win. And in this situation, I look at a person like Tom Coughlin and I think, well, that's probably where the friction between Ramsey and the Jaguars is centered. Tom Coughlin, and the way that he deals with players, is in a fashion that some players do not and are not compatible with. And it doesn't surprise me that this is something, that an outspoken player such as Ramsey is asking for this trade, and it probably has a lot more to do with the situation there in dealing with Coughlin, more so than anything with any coaches, and more so than anything with the owner of the team. And Shad Khan knows what he has in Ramsey, and he's not trading that. So I wouldn't be surprised to see at the end of this season an offer be made to Ramsey for an extension, a lucrative offer that would give him security, that would give him guarantees, and that may be enough to really change his his demeanor with the team. And maybe, if this season doesn't go as planned, Shad Khan is not afraid to fire people who are not getting the job done. He did it to the former GM before Dave Caldwell, and he did it to Mike Mularkey after 1 year on a 4-year contract. So when things aren't going well for the Jags, or if things aren't going as they were kind of led, or he was led to believe they were going, Shad is not he's not shy about pulling that trigger. So we'll see how everything goes here. I really honestly don't see this as something that is really a big deal for fans in Jacksonville to worry about. Duval is going to be fine, and we'll see if he plays Sunday against the Broncos. But that is the situation as it stands right now with Jalen Ramsey. Hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to The Observant Lineman. Check out my Patreon, The Observant Lineman, Patreon/The Observant Lineman. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.